Hello, Ramley and other NFL family. I'm Pale Time, and on this live stream, we are talking about the Los Angeles Rams roster moves. We got some players that have been cut and waived and released. We're going to talk in depth about the Rams roster as it forms into what looks to be an epic 2025 season. I am so excited to be talking Rams with y'all today, whether you're watching on the replay or live with me here right now. So thankful for each and every one of you for clicking on this video. And we are officially done the preseason and we're getting to the regular season. So this is kind of like the post preseason. So how's that for an oxymoron? Anyway, hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday as we talk Rams, and I feel free to put your comments and questions in the chat. I want to hear from you. I love hearing opinions unlike my own, and hearing different perspectives. But before we get to our top story, I'll give a shout out here to Bruce. So thankful for you, Bruce. Thanks for coming up. Hello, the Rams backups look pretty good. That taunting call, who was he taunting? The Kendrick with the shove, 12 feet out of bounds, close over. Yeah, I hear you, Bruce. I think at the end of the day, that was preseason, and the game is over. It didn't count, and the Browns got the win at home, and I think we can move on because the games that actually matter are coming up week 1, right, against the Texans. Hey, Polo the third. Hello, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Our top story today that I am going to share my screen at as people come into this live stream here is we have some roster moves. So multiple reports, but we'll go with Adam Schefter here. The Rams have waived 11 players: quarterback Dresser Wynn, tight end McCollin Castles, Malik Dillon Williams, safety, offensive lineman Ben Dooley, defensive lineman Decarius Harthorne, offensive lineman John Legue, offensive lineman Mike McAllister, outside linebacker Josh Percy, defensive lineman DeJohn Terry, and offensive lineman Trey Wiedig. And then they also released inside linebacker Tony Fields. And if you're wondering what the difference between waived and released is, waived is, I believe it's 4 years. If you've been in the league less than 4 years, then you get waived, and there's a process that teams can claim you off of waivers. At this point in the year, where released, you have kind of a veteran status and you are free to sign to any team that wants you. So that's the kind of the top story here. Sorry, I forgot to show my screen there. My apologies. But yeah, so those are the list of players that have been waived. No big surprises there. I know that lots of people were like, "Oh no, Dresser Wynn." No, I'm just kidding. Happy for Dresser getting some playing time yesterday. But we always knew that the Rams would be only taking 3 quarterbacks, and that's Stafford, Garoppolo, and Stetson Bennett. We got Bacon Bombs. Hello, good to see you. Yes, we got Silly Fun Guy in the house, Rams house. Good to see you as always. Oh, Chris, thank you for the kind words. I'm very thankful. I love doing this show, and I'm thankful I get the opportunity to. Bruce Ferguson, who's not excited for Terrence Ferguson? If you weren't excited for Terrence Ferguson after the Rams drafted him, and after we saw kind of some good clips of him and stuff like that from camp, but then you see him get those 2 catches, especially that second one where he ran over a bunch of guys and took 5 guys to bring him down. Oh, how can you not be stoked for tight end Terrence Ferguson in this Rams offense? CMDR Carney, horns up. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday evening or afternoon or whatever time it is where you are, wherever in the world. So we talked through some roster cuts there, and I do want to take a look at the Rams depth chart. And again, the Rams have some tough decisions that are coming their way. I'm glad I'm not, I'm not the one making those decisions. And so we'll kind of look here. We'll make sure I'm sharing my screen because sharing is caring. if we look at the Rams roster, we know what the offense is going to look like in terms of personnel. There's question marks with AJ Jackson, the left tackle. If his blood clotting does prevent him, from playing week 1, it seems like DJ Humphries is the guy, and I'm glad he's a veteran left tackle. So there's that. But yeah, this Rams O-line depth has definitely been developing. Interesting enough, left guard Steve Avila is there with Willie Lampkin listed behind him currently right now. Then you got Coleman Shelton listed as the starting center with Bo Limmer, and I know some of you prefer Bo Limmer as the starter. I will remind you that last year, because of offensive line injuries, the Rams had to go in with Jackson as the center. And he's now traded. He got traded to the Bears because they didn't need him. And Bo Limmer essentially beat him out in mid-season, right? So we could still see some movement, but I do think that Coleman Shelton will go in as the starter there. Then Kevin Dotson, he's locking down that right guard spot. And then the legend of Big Rob Havenstance is just locking up that right tackle position there. So excited, for this group. I think they can really, dictate a successful season or not for the Rams. And we'll see how they can protect Stafford. You got Big Rig Tyler Higg at the first string tight end, with, interesting enough, Colby Parkinson listed there. I'll be honest, at this point, I do expect Terrence Ferguson to be number 2. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if that happens week 1, but at some point in this season, I expect Terrence Ferguson to surpass Colby Parkinson on the depth chart. I think Parkinson has his role as a blocking tight end, but he hasn't really worked out as a pass catcher that I think a lot of Ram fans, including myself, thought he was going to sign as. But he's still there. And I still think out of anyone on the Rams, if there is a veteran player that's going to get traded, it could be Colby Parkinson for a team that's looking for tight end help. Wouldn't shock me if that happened, just because it's a stacked tight end room, right? You got Higbee, Ferguson, Davis Allen has shown he can play, right? So those are just my thoughts there. Of course, at quarterback, you got Stafford, who's going to have just one of those legendary season, and we'll go as far as that back can take him. You got Jimmy G locking down the second string, and Stetson Bennett, the slinging the rock around in the preseason, earned his spot. So excited to see this group as well. Kyron Williams, off his new contract, going to be the starting running back. Really excited for Kyron this year. Blake Corum, who, from what we've seen, Blake Corum has looked really good. And Jarquez Hunter definitely looks like he can be a nice change of pace back that will also make this team as well. So that brings me to, kind of as I talk through this, guys like Cody Strager, Ronnie Rivers, Jordan Waters, I don't expect Ronnie Rivers or Jordan Waters to make this team. Cody Strager, if he makes it, I think it'll be on special teams. So, definitely pay attention to that. And then the rest of the depth is kind of up in the air, right? Like, what are they going to do with receivers? True Edwards, he had a good preseason. Brendan Presley had a really good preseason. I don't know. The Rams have some really tough choices there. I'm sure some other teams will pick up some of these guys. But let me get back to your comments and see what you guys are saying here before I move on to the defense. Let's see. Oh, Willie, hey, how's it going? Blake Corum should be in the backfield with Kyron Williams. Yeah. Oh, you're thinking some 2-back formations. The Rams don't run a whole lot of that. And if they do, it was always like Cooper Kupp would join in the backfield. Yeah, that's, maybe we see something like that. Maybe we do, right? Yes, Willie Bowen is the OG Rams fan, one of them in this community that we have so much respect for. Tribe, I appreciate you shouting him out there. Hey, Cowboys fan, how are you? Seriously, how are you? You okay? I know you guys, it's been kind of rough for Cowboys fans the past couple of weeks with all the Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones drama, and then you got to play the Eagles coming up real soon, right? September 4th. So hope you're doing well. Check on your Cowboys fan friends. Okay, no more comments. I'll go on to the defense here. So let me just do a little scroll down. The defense is definitely, we knew coming into the season there were some spots to compete on this defense, especially at the linebacker position. I think it's clear that Nate Landman and Omar Spates have cemented those starting roles. I know. Troy Reeder is still on the team. I see on Twitter all the people that are like, why is Troy Reeder still on the team? Why? He's there, folks. He must be the greatest locker room guy ever. And if the coaches trust him, I guess we're going to trust him too. But of course, we know Braden Fisk, Poona Ford, Kobe Turner, Byron Young. They're all locking down. They've made this roster. Same with Jared Verse, Darius Williams, and Akilla Weatherspoon as your starting quarterbacks, and of course, Cam Curl and Cameron Kitchens, the cameras, locking down those safety spots, and then you got Quentin Lake there as well in the secondary. So then these depth pieces, right? Emmanuel Forbes Jr., I was so excited to see him in the preseason. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anything from him. Not that that's bad or good, but just what do we have in Emmanuel Forbes? Is he the diamond in the rough that the Rams picked him up off of waivers? He's a former first-round pick that was cast away by Washington. I don't know. I don't know what we have in Emmanuel Forbes with the Rams. Really excited to see him. I think he's a lock to make the roster. Josiah Stewart, who definitely is still a work in progress, but really liked the speed that we've seen in Josiah Stewart and Chris Poo-Paul. I know you guys are all excited for Pooh to be all over the field. So we'll continue to monitor that situation as well. And not much, Willie Bone. I'm having a good time, man. How are you? As we talk through some of these roster cuts that might be a little bit harder here, the Sean Dulac, McVay alluded that he's going to make this roster. I don't think Elias Neal does. And it's going to be curious. That we're going to see some of these names kind of dropped off. Big question mark, Darian Kendricks. I feel for this guy. He got injured last year. He's worked so hard to recover, from a torn ACL. Didn't get to play snap last year. I don't know if he makes this roster, guys. Would love to know your thoughts. Do you think Darian Kendricks makes the Rams roster, as a cornerback depth piece? I don't know because even like you look at guys like Cam Lampkin, who I know a lot of people are liking. AJ Green has shown some flashes. You think like I just don't know. I don't know, right? Kobe Durant's making it. I think Darian Kendrick might be a roster cut, which would be really, really big, just because he's a Rams draft pick. They have developed him, and they don't like to cut their draft picks, right? They don't like to. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts. Let me get back to your questions here. So Joakim, hey, Pale, did Rams just break Shadur? Joakim, I think there's multiple things that we can true at one time, right? Shadur Sanders did not look good. And I think that he didn't have good talent around him. That being said, he definitely has to learn he can't play hero ball, right? You got to, sometimes get rid of the ball to play another down. So I still think he has, some really interesting talent at the quarterback position. I don't know if he makes the Browns roster though, right? Like if you look at him, compared to Dylan Gabriel yesterday in the Rams versus Browns preseason game, Dylan Gabriel looks a lot better. This is my opinion, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think happens with Shadur Sanders? I've seen people being like, "Oh, he's gonna get cut, then the Rams got to pick him up." Right? That's not happening. No. The Rams are content with Stetson Bennett as their third string quarterback. They have no need to bring in, Shadur Sanders. And really, if Shadur Sanders is just going to be like your practice squad quarterback, do you really want someone who's that big of a celebrity on your practice squad? I don't know. He's definitely someone who I think will get an opportunity somewhere. I don't see that being with the Rams, though. Willie, starting wide receivers should be Nakua and Adams. Yep, totally agree. With Big Rig, Tyler Higbee at tight end, Blake Corum, and Kyron Williams in the backfield, Stafford at quarterback. Yep. I think, Willie, what's a blessing for this Rams team in particular is there's so much depth at the tight end position, the wide receiver position, the running back position. The Rams have an opportunity to have, a game where they have, certain packages with certain personnel, and then the next game they can change it up, right? They really can, and they can really adjust to what their opponent's defense is doing. And I'm really excited, especially, the first couple of weeks. I don't expect this offense to churn on all cylinders, but I think by week 3, week 4, week 5, getting into mid-season, this offense is going to cook. And I'm really hoping that they get back to that 30 points per game, kind of offense, and really excited about that. Yeah, yeah. No, Wynn played better than Shadur Sanders. Okay, no more. Yeah, and again, there's obviously asterisks based on talent around. The Rams' third strings definitely looked more talented than the Browns' third string players. I don't know how much weight to put into that. Max, hey, how's it going? Get Engel on the 53-minute. Yeah, we'll see. That is definitely a name to watch, Max. He's played so well. I think they got to put him on somehow. Hey, what's up, Steve-O? One of our resident 49ers fans. Hope you're doing well. Cooking is a Seattle thing. Get your own Okay. Fair enough. I respect that. Grilling or deep frying. I don't know. Deep frying. Yeah, fair enough. Even though, other people can cook. Hey, Jack 42. Good to see you, as always. Joakim, I was kind of surprised to see Poopall get that much burn yesterday. Did it surprise you? No. Me. I just think he as much excitement as there is for Pooh, he's still a player that needs reps. He needs to develop, and he had a little bit of injury, so he missed time. Maybe now that I think about it, maybe you thought he wouldn't play the entire game, but he played a lot. I'm actually curious. Can I find that? Let's see. Rams, Browns, preseason snap count. I'm curious. Let's see. They don't. Let me take a look here, folks. Just give me a sec. Apologize for. I don't want that. No, they don't have it out. They do it for regular season games. They don't necessarily do it for preseason. Tracking snaps. I was hoping it would. That's okay. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe they did. No, that's last year. Okay, couldn't find it. But yeah, I'd be curious to see how many snaps he actually played. But yeah, he definitely was was getting lots of playing time, and I think that's what he needs, right? If he is going to develop. And I think Pooh is someone we might see a limited amount early in the year as he's learning, and then develops, throughout the year, moving forward. Hey, Skyman Rams. Yes. Max. Tanner Ingle is the player that we need in our secondary. He hits like a truck and finishes tackles. Yep. Yeah, no, I think they gotta put, and if he doesn't make the Rams roster, someone's gonna pick him up and they're gonna be so happy they did. If you're scared of escalators, there are steps you can take. Yes, fantastic joke. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, I added a couple of sound effects to my stream. So yeah, so funny when you get a joke, I can give you a bit of now. A good one. I'm happy for Dulac and Paul. I'm assuming both make the team. Yeah. I think that's true, Jack. Yep. Okay, you saw he played like 58 snaps. Okay, I didn't see that. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Joachim. Yep. Hey, Rudy from the Remelia Sports Report, another great Rams content creator. Make sure you subscribe and check out his content if you haven't already. Brings a local LA perspective, and he's an OG fan, right? Yeah, really appreciate you, Rudy. Thanks for being here, buddy. Dulac didn't play, so he is over that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting, Joachim. That's a great observation. Didn't put that together. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Interesting. Let's see. Lots of people loving Rudy. Yep. Breaking news. Okay, Rudy. Oh, come on. We don't do dresser win dirty like that, Rudy. Come on. He was a camp arm that was excited to get his opportunity to play in the preseason. Probably going back to the CFL. And if he does, I hope he goes to the Hamilton Tiger Cats because that's my CFL team. He just maybe dresser win. The legend lives on, right? He's like the wind. He comes and goes. Week 14, another win for us. Oh, hey, T-Lions run the okay. We got a Lions fan in here. Well, thanks for being here. Hope you're ready for that. I'm excited for that Rams Lions rematch. We'll see. I think Lions are gonna be a good team. I'm excited to see what that happens, but I'll be definitely having a watch party and would love for you to come check it out. But I know there's lots of great Lions content creators out there. But we'll see. I'm hoping Stafford gets the last laugh in the Rams versus Lions. The escalators will be full on Niners faithful. Yep, you might have to take the stick. Yeah, I'm sure when the Rams and Niners play in SoFi, they do a little bit of extra maintenance, make sure the escalators are ready for them all, right? Oh, the Rams have depth like the Pacific Ocean. Yeah. This really is one of the deepest Rams rosters we've seen in the Sean McVay era. When I think back to it, like that 2018 team probably was the deepest. The 2018 team was probably deeper than the 2021 Super Bowl team, but the 2021 Super Bowl team was healthier for the majority of the season, plus a little more star power, right? But yeah, I'm excited for this Rams team in 2025. That's for sure. Oh, I'm glad you. Okay, I'm going to show off a little bit. We got a couple sound effects here, guys. Okay, so when someone says a joke, I got the drum. Okay, if someone says something really funny, I have a laugh track. There's two different ones. Okay, that one's obnoxious. Okay, that's a long one. If something like crazy happens, I have a gasp. Okay. When someone scores or the Rams win, I have an air horn now. Yep. No, I've got a couple of claps in here. Yeah, so sorry about that. When I take a drink of water, I have, you know how I always go like, "Go, go, 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 ching?" I now have no, that's not yeah, that's the wrong sound effect. Okay, I'll have to fix that one. And then I got, a cheer. And those are the sound effects you can look forward to on my watch parties from now on. Oh man, we're having fun here, folks. We're having fun here. Okay, on a different note, let's talk. And what note we talking about, Joe Kim? Um, Bale, could you do a video at a point with the best Rams YouTubers out there? Interested to see if there is someone I'm. Oh, there's definitely some Ram YouTubers that are new and up and coming that I find here and there. Um, Let me think here. Okay. Well, you got your Jake Ellenbogen, who's kind of the biggest. Love what Jake does for the Rams YouTube community. You got the Rams brothers, Locked On Rams. They're pretty consistent. Doing really good things. You got Rams Showcase with Sheriff Joe Bags. Love Joe. You got the Rudy from the Ramelia Sports Report. You got Joti Sports, who's he streams I think 5 days a week or something like that. But he's another like local LA guy. He's really cool. You got the Rams Up Podcast Network with Mark and Ian. They're doing phenomenal stuff. Oh hey, Terry Bridges, thanks for subscribing. They're really cool. Who else? I'm missing someone. I'm sure. I'm missing someone here. That's off the top of my head. But yeah, Rams YouTubers are definitely out there, and I'm hoping that it continues to grow because you look at like a lot of teams like the Packers or the Steelers or the Niners, like there's so many YouTubers that cover the team, and so if you're out there and you're like, hey, I'd like to track NFL team, I encourage you to give it a shot. It's a lot of fun, and you can do some cool stuff with it. Especially if you love just talking football. But yeah, I have a busy week kind of planned out. But Joe Kim, I would love to do that video. That'd be really cool. Because there's definitely I'd have to actually sit down and kind of look through them all. But there's some great Rams content creators out there for sure. Oh, First and Tuna podcast. How can yeah, he's crushing it. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're subscribed to Tuna. He's doing good things. And he gets like player interviews. He was at training camp this year. He's another local guy doing cool stuff. Yeah, that's off the top of my head. Yeah. I'm going to stop crying. Yeah, Lions haven't beaten the Rams at SoFi yet with Goff. Yep, yeah. So it's the Lions have won twice. The Rams won once, but both the Lions wins were in Ford Field. We'll see. We'll see. That game has the potential to be a really important game for the NFC too. I hope Chris Paul joins Dulac and Landman on the right. I think he will. Yeah. I think I'd be shocked if he got cut. I really would. I think they're going to develop him, right? Lions are chokers. Yeah, it's going to be good. Rams always, yeah, man. When from a football fandom, when the Rams and Lions had played the past couple of years, oh, it's a treat. It's a treat, man. I'm so excited to see the Rams and Lions play. I love the trade for both teams. I love the rivalry that's kind of come of it. It's produced good football games, right? Clean up on aisle 4. A bunch of Weiner fans. Oh, funny. Happy Sunday, everyone. Yes, Daniel. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, no, the Falk jersey, the first piece of Ram merch I ever owned was that Falk jersey. I got it on my birthday many, many years ago for my dad. And yeah, every now and then I might change it out, but probably for a while I'll just keep it there. I like it there. Yep. I might just the chair. This doesn't look the best. I might move it if I can find out a way to hang it without poking holes in it. I might move it up a bit, but other than that, you'll see the Falk jersey here often. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Willie Bowen. Yes, thank you for your service, Willie. As always, you are much appreciated. Um, oh, thank you, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that, man. That's cool of you. Cool of you. Yeah, thumbs up. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Rams bros are great. They're crushed. They've been crushing for a while. Yeah, I like Locked On. Yep. Yeah. I'll say this. Because DMAC and Travis Rogers. I think I like them like as like together. Early on when they first started, they had to find their groove. Somewhere last year in 2024, they found their groove. And every episode of Locked On Rams that I see, I really enjoy. I really enjoy what DMAC and Travis Rogers have done. I'm enjoying the insight and perspective that they bring to the Rams. Yeah, no, absolutely talking about Locked On Rams. Yeah, and yeah, like I remember when I was early doing this YouTube thing, I had people say to me like, "Oh, you need to be more like Locked On Rams. You need to be more like Jake Ellenbogen. You need to be more like Rams Showcase or Rams." And then I just sort of realized like I can't be like them. They're doing their own thing. They are very good at it. And so I kind of just focus like a lot more on kind of the Ram fan experience and empathetic, what the experience is like. That's just kind of who I am. I don't necessarily have the analytical mind of like a Jake Ellenbogen, who I again really appreciate Jake and some of the insights he can bring into the Rams, especially like his draft coverage, top notch. Locked On Rams, they bring an insight into the team like front office dynamic that I really appreciate. The Rams brothers, their interview with Kevin Dimoff was one of the favorite Rams content I've consumed this past year. It was really cool. Just because they asked them some like questions that Ram fans have been wondering for a while. So really, really appreciated that. Sheriff Joe Bags, I love Rams Showcase, especially like his fan queso section is just so cool to hear him kind of nerd out about the Rams. That dude just breathes like Rams. Oh, I didn't even mention Rams House, who I know he was on a bit of a hiatus for a while, but I've been talking to him. I know he's got some content coming out. Rams House is a really good dude as well. Yeah. Terrence Ferguson is going to be our George Kittle, but with a Lombard. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. He is. I'm so excited for Terrence Ferguson, man. It's going to be awesome. Go Rams! Yes, yeah. I was just Carney. You brought him up before I did, but yeah. DB Sport. Oh, I don't think I've heard of him. Okay, I'll have to look him up. Let's see. Okay, DB Sport. Let's see if I can find him. Is he a Rams content creator? Let's go. I'm not seeing him. Let's see. Okay, there's a bunch of channels. I don't specifically see a Rams channel with that, but okay, I'll have to look that up, Jack, for you. Thanks. Props to the Bang Bang Escalator game for all the jack they spend at SoFi. It has helped to make the Rams franchise top 5 in franchise profits. Meanwhile, are they last? Really? I didn't know they really. That surprises me because they got a lot of fans. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah. Hey Vibe, how's it going, Vibe Haven? Think about it like this: if every Rams tuber was the same, it would be more. Absolutely, absolutely, Max. Totally agree with that. Yep. Yeah. No, I really, I'm very thankful for, whatever my role is in this YouTube community. I'm thankful for it. Oh, I appreciate that, Joe Kim. Yeah. No, I'm well aware that like there's some things that I do really well, and there's some things that other Rams content creators do much better than I do, and I'm okay with that. But I I love having fun talking about the Rams, and literally the reason why I decided to kind of do this channel is I talk about the Rams so much in my own personal life, but I didn't really have anyone around me to talk Rams with. So that's why I love, like I always say, I love hearing perspectives unlike my own because, like that's fun for me, right? That's an enjoyable thing. But yeah, no joke, Kim. I appreciate your kind words. You guys are talking a lot of smack, huh? You're not. Not as bad as Bears fans, but to be honest, we aren't worried about either one of you. Stafford's on his last leg and enjoy. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'll say this. I do think the Lions will be a really good team this year. I still think they're one of the best rosters, top to bottom. And I do think that that's partly the Rams' fault because of that trade, and also, Brad Holmes. He used to be with the Rams, so the Lions are a monster that the Rams absolutely helped create because they've nailed those draft picks, and they've done what they need to. Dan Campbell, in terms of a culture guy, is what the Lions needed as a head. And, oh, hey, to Bears TV, thanks for subscribing. But I'm curious to see what the Lions do. You have 2 new coordinators in there. Is the Lions culture going to be tested this year with kind of that change in the the team ecosystem to it? So we'll see. I'm excited for the Rams Lions week 14. Yep, they've never been in the Super Bowl, that's for sure. Oh, there we go, Daniel Barry. Okay, that's that. Oh, that's who you're. I should have known. That's funny. Oh yeah, House of Horns and Rams Digest. Yeah, those guys. Yeah. No, they're crushing it there. Yeah. Rams Up Podcast Network. Yeah. No, that's that. Yeah, the Golden Ram podcast. Very cool stuff. Thank you so much, DeBear. I'm assuming you're a Bears fan with a name like DeBears TV. Very cool. Fan to respond to super chats. No, hey, everyone's doing their own things. Yep. No, I appreciate that, Max. Yeah, and that's partly just the type of content I create, right? I try to make it very discussion based, but I appreciate the kind words. Stafford has a Super Bowl ring. Yeah, he does. I'm curious. I genuinely am curious what happens with Shadur Sanders. I don't see him not being on some kind of roster this year, right? So we'll see. Maybe the Niners pick him up. Oh man, love it. Okay, I'm going to take a swig of water here. Give me a sec. Ching, cheers to everyone out there. My jug is almost empty. I'm gonna have to refill this before our next game. The Saints, maybe the Saints. Yeah, that could be. Unless the Saints, I guess with the Saints, it's like, what do you have to lose? Oh man, yeah, I don't expect the Saints to win many games this year. That's for sure. I do have a question for everyone in the chat here, and I would love to know week 1, Rams versus Texans. Who do you think scores the first touchdown for the Los Angeles Rams of the season? And anyone who's seen my channel for a long time, I normally on Wednesday or Thursday post a poll on my community tab, and people comment, who they think will score, and I give them a shout out if they get it right or something like that. But I'd love to know here live, who are you thinking will the Rams, have as the first touchdown of the Rams 2025 campaign? I personally think it's going to be Kyren Williams coming off that big new, chunky contract. And I could just see him, dashing into the end zone to start off, on the Rams' first drive of the year. But let me hear your guesses here. So Willie saying Nakua. I can see that. Yeah. Kyron scores first. Okay, so Jack's on the same page as me. Cheeky Monkey, bold. I like it. Jared Verse with a scoop and score. I like it. I like it. CMDR, same as me and Jack 42. Kyron Williams. Yep. And then what's Max is saying? Did you guys see a reporter asked you after the game? Do you think you belong on this team? What do you want him to say? No, I didn't see that, but I heard something about that on Twitter. So yeah, like what a dumb question. Come on. 9 to 17. Okay, so you're saying you're thinking it will be to Devontae Adams. Okay. All right, start off. I could like that. First touchdown is going to Big Rig Tyler Higg. Okay, I like it. I'd go nuts. I think McVay want to show his new toy in 70. Okay, yeah. So a lot of people thinking Devontae Adams. Okay, I could see that. I could see it. Christopher, no man, you guys. Pooh picks up a fumble and returns for a touchdown. Oh, if that happens, if and when that happens, we need like my chat. I just want Pooh emojis everywhere. That's the dream. That's the dream. I want Pooh Paul to get a touchdown at some point. I would say Kyron, but you know what? I'll go with Tutu Atwell. 60-yard touchdown pass from Stafford. Okay, the chugga choo-choo train. All right, I like it. The Tutu train. Hey, Sonic Boom. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you got a new profile pic. Oh, that's a new one. I like it. Is that AI generated? Okay, looks cool. Devontae Adams with a bomb touchdown first drive. Okay, so Rudy's saying to Adams, all right. Yeah, the chat's going to go crazy. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you guys give me kind of who you think will score the first. Oh, don't. You're going to make me read this. Pooh per scooper score. Pooh scoops and scores. Oh, man. Oh, I had a laugh attack last night. I'm going to try and keep myself composed tonight. Yeah. We might put up some points this season, but I'm excited. Yeah, Jack 42. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think that it's going to be interesting to see the NFL as a whole. Obviously, I'm mainly concerned about the Rams, but really excited to see, what this Rams team can do, moving forward. I think there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of players ready to make their name known throughout the NFL. And I'm just gonna log in here. Give me a sec. Let's see. Oh, no, it didn't happen. Okay, that's cool. All right. Let me get back to your comments and questions here. For first touch, like Stafford's first touchdown to Van Jefferson versus the Bears. Yeah, that's one of that started off this, the historic Stafford era that we are in, right? Yeah. Yeah, Kyron, the touchdown machine, Jose. Yeah, I could see it. Oh, okay, Rob. Coming in hot. The X Factor, Xavier Smith, returns an opening kickoff. Yeah, I could see it. It might be Cardi. Yeah, the question was, to be fair, first touchdown for the Rams. Technically, they might do a fake field goal to Joshua Cardi and he runs it in for a touchdown. You never know. But yeah, I do expect to see some field goals from Joshua Cardi. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Josh? Speaking of Josh, good to see you. How are you? I know you're excited about the season, just like all of us are. What is amazing is Rams CEO or COO Kevin Dimoff is feeling so confident in our team that he said in public that this Rams team is arguably the most talented team McVay has had. Yeah, I heard him say that on Good Morning Football, and I have really grown to appreciate Kevin Dimoff. I never like disliked him or anything. Like I think maybe since starting to cover the team, in this YouTube kind of world, I appreciate the honest conversation he had, the professionalism that he has, in interviews. And yeah, it was cool to hear him say that. Yeah, really, really excited about it. Oh, Rams content creators alert. Rams House TV. I know he's stoked. Oh, both Snoop and Jalen. Hope you're doing well, my friends. If you are not subscribed to Rams House TV, you got it. I know they do a lot of stuff over on Instagram. They do some stuff on YouTube too. But Rams House TV, love it. Absolutely fantastic. Got to shout those boys out. Love it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Oh man, we got some cool people in the chat. I tell you, everybody's so cool in the chat. I did want to take a look here. So we've talked about roster cuts that happened today. I'm sure some more will come tomorrow. And let's see here. And just so you guys know, this week I am going to have a couple of videos, and then I'm doing a bit of traveling for work. So the week before the season start, I won't necessarily have a ton of videos out. I will do a reaction video from the airport when the jerseys drop just kind of off my phone, because that's coming August 28th. But of course, I will be live for a watch party for the Rams-Texans Week 1 game, and I cannot wait, folks. It's going to be a good one. Oh, I'm so excited. Honestly, like, the more and more I think about it, out of all of the Rams opponents, I like the Texans Week 1. They're a good litmus test team. They were a playoff team last year. They have a tough defense. And I feel like they're going to get better as the season goes on. So I'm glad that the Rams get to play them Week 1. Let's see. Yeah, he was great in that interview. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you heard it here, folks. Rams House TV is officially back on YouTube, dropping tomorrow. Okay. I'm excited. Can't wait. Okay, I got to make sure. Let me go. Okay, here, let me do Rams House. Okay. Where'd you go? Rams House TV. I gotta find and make sure yeah, the bell notifications are on. Okay. I like it. Oh, when I search, that's cool. Some of our collabs come up. That's cool. From back in the day. Very cool. Anyway, yeah. Jalen Snoop, excited to see what you guys got cooking in the pipeline. Hey, let's see. Do you have any surprise cuts or players that keep? Yeah, that's the like a lot of this Rams roster was set. Like, I'll bring up the R lads again here. I don't like anytime the Rams cut a draft pick, I would be surprised. Darian Kendrick might be that one this year, though. Just coming off injury, right? We'll see. I'm not sure what happens with DK. We'll see. I think, as I look through this roster, they have some tough decisions at the wide receiver position, because they're not cutting Adams or Tutu or Puka. They're not cutting Jordan Whittington. Kadona Muttonfield as a draft pick they're keeping. Xavier Smith, they can't cut him. He's just too good. But, man, it would be nice to get True Edwards or Brennan Presley on the practice squad. And, they signed Britton Covey. But do they keep Britton Covey? I don't think so, right? So they got to cut somewhere. Yeah. So I'm excited to see. Jose saying, I think this is the most talented team we've had since we've been in Los Angeles. It's an interesting team because it's a very young team. Rams president Kevin Divock. And you know what? Thank you for quoting that, Jose. It's interesting to hear that from him because this team doesn't have Aaron Donald on it. This team doesn't have Cooper Kupp on it. Doesn't have Robert Woods. Doesn't have Odell Beckham Jr. Doesn't have Von Miller. Doesn't have Andrew Whitworth on it. So many of these players that were extremely talented and productive for the Rams are not on this team. And for him to say something like that means a lot, right? And so, yeah, really excited for this Rams team. See how it moves forward. Addison, good to see you. I'm doing well. We're I think 13 days away from the Rams taking on the Texans. Can't wait. I pray that the alternative uniforms resemble the 1973 to 89 uniform. Interesting. So I don't think they will, Willie. Just from what they've teased. Let me remind myself what those ones look like. 1973 Rams uniform. Okay. Okay, Rams uniforms through the year. We're gonna look at this together. I'll share my screen on this. Yeah, let me just. Yes, okay. The Rams uniforms through the years. Okay. Well, how far does this one go? Oh, this goes back far. Great. Okay, I love it. Okay. Sharing this tab because sharing is caring. Let me show this on screen. So Willie, this is for you. We're doing a deep dive in here to uniforms. Now, I don't think they're going to look like that just because I think these rivalry branding is meant to be bold and new and stuff like that. And so that's kind of what we do. But so let's go back to the beginning here. So the Rams' first uniforms in 1937 were here. Okay, we've improved a lot since then. They were the Cleveland Rams. Then they kind of morphed and changed into this. Getting a little better here. Okay, 1941, similar. 42. There wasn't something in 43 because of a strike. 44, still similar. So, okay, these are the 40s. Why would they? 1949. Who was in charge of the uniform then? Oh my. Okay, I don't like that one at all. The red. Ugh, don't like that. 1949. 1950. We're getting back to form here. I like it. We got the similar uniforms there. Then 57 kind of added a couple more alternatives in there. I like it. We're going through the history. 1961. This is here. 1964 to 1960. I love these. The like kind of dark blue with the white horn. I love that. I think that looks so good. I would love a modern throwback of that kind of jersey. But Willie's asking for the 73 jerseys. Let's take a look here. Okay. Yeah. Those look fresh. Yeah, those look good. We kind of have that in the modern throwback, but it's different. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I like it though. So they had that for a while. And then we kind of look up in here to 80s and 90s. And yeah, the kind of different variations of it. Then they moved to St. Louis, and they definitely had different jerseys. Yeah, the 2000 jerseys looked a lot different there. Kind of similar to my Falk one there. They moved up here, kind of through the 2000s when the Rams were slowly getting really bad. 2009, man, the 2009 Rams had so many jersey combinations. Whoa, look at Look at all the different jersey combinations in the 2012. Wow. Okay. Okay. Then yeah. Okay. Their final years in St. Louis, they just had so many different. Yeah, because the color rush got introduced in that, and then they're not showing. Okay, they're not showing the current ones that happened because they did have like a blue and white one when they moved back to LA, as you can see here. Then now they have kind of what they are, the more modern jerseys that they have with the royal and soul. So anyway, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Okay, let me get back to your comments here. Okay. Kenny, one of our resident 49ers fan in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Kenny. Hopefully your wide receivers can stay healthy. Horns up, season 6 on the way. Yeah, appreciate you too, man. Oh, Jalen and Snoop. We got collab soon, but man, we got collab. Yeah. Jim Everett. Yeah. Let's see. Rob, do you think with all the youth talent and depth is what Kevin is thinking? Less star power, just an all-around team talent. I definitely I think this. Like I did a video a while ago where you compare the Rams second string to certain teams first string, and they're better. like they're if you took the Saints, right? You can't tell me they would swap their first string for the Rams second string in a heartbeat. Let's see. Oh, we'll see, Kenny. We'll see. I hope not. Kier Thomas being out for the season. I think it might be a go for outside linebacker if they can find one on waiver wire, or are they happy with Nick Lampton or Brendan Jack? I think, honestly, Joakim, I think they are. I think the Rams value players that have been in their program and their development a lot more than other teams. But yeah, that was definitely too bad for Kier Thomas, having that injury. Nick Hampton would surprise me if he got cut. Brennan Jackson also would surprise me. Not this year. No, they're just doing the rivalry jersey this year, and then I think an alternative one might come next off season. But to my understanding, we're only having the reveal for the rivalry jerseys on August 28th, and then now we'll see what happens after that. How can we, yeah, with all that wires, cheeky Metro, you're just being cheeky now, living up to your name. They should keep AJ Green. Okay, yeah, I agree. He's balled out. He's played really well. Any bold predictions for the Rams-Texans game? Okay. I'm predicting that Tutu gets 3 deep passes for 25-plus yards. Ooh, I like it. Especially the Texans have a good secondary, right? They have one of the best secondaries in the NFL. Bold. Okay, I want to actually be bold. Not like some people are like, my bold take is the Rams beat the Texans. That's not bold. That's just a prediction. My bold take. Let me think of a bold take. The Rams defense sacks CJ Stroud 7 times. Yeah, that's my bold prediction. And they start off the year with 7 sacks. That's my bold prediction, silly fun guy. Oh, speaking of the AFC South, one of our resident Colts fans and one of my best friends, actually, Jared Prasad, be a Colts fan if you like blue and white. Oh, buddy, thanks, Jared. Oh man. Hey, I'll take the 1975-76 division win team uniforms, the classic. Yep, absolutely, John. Yep. Rombo really is Stetson. Yeah. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Dude, Grant Cohen is he is definitely an interesting content creator. I don't know how you get access to how media pass like he did or something, but yeah, he it seems like his own personal therapy is just roasting his favorite team. Oh man. I agree. Blue, white horns. The uniform was worn when I started rooting for them. Oh yeah, Rob. Yeah, they look so clean, right? Yeah, would be better than me. Oh yeah, because there's so many, right? And yeah, like I've learned I really respect a lot of Niners content creators. They work really hard, and they do good work too, right? Like Grant Cohen, he you say what you want about him, the dude's consistent, that's for sure. Um, I know the Gold Standard is someone I appreciate. You got the Bay Area boys, right? Their podcast doing really good. But yeah, there's a lot of Niners content creators out there, man. Yeah, 49er Media is cool. Royal blue and mustard yellow uniforms. Yep. Yeah, they traded for Sky Moore, right? Traded for Sky Moore. I would love the blue with white horn unis. Yep. Hey John, no worries, man. Yep. Yep. Yeah, message me, guys. Message me. Yeah, we'll set something up. Yes. Cannot wait. I can call my family in Houston so I can talk. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, Kenny, how you feel about Moody? Yeah. um, let's see. Okay, we're talking into Super Bowl trash talk. Love it. Love it. Yep. Let's see. Moody's Booty. Uh, let's see. Just tighten up the first belt straps. Yep. Cool. So will others. Yep. Yep. um, Colts are white and blue. Yep. Oh man. Can't. Oh yeah. Hey Drix, good to see you. Can't wait for week one. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, love it. Record prediction. Record prediction. Interesting. Um, I want to be optimistic and say 17-0, right? But let me bring up the schedule here. Let me see it. Okay. Oh yeah, I know you and Grant love talking. Yeah. Well, Rudy, you're so good at caring about Niner fans and educating them on the Rams. Okay, let me bring this up here. So we look at this schedule. Let me share my screen because Sharon is carrying. Let's see. Okay, so I think they're going to beat the Texans week 1 at SoFi. I think they're going to beat the Titans week 2. Eagles, I go back and forth, but I do think they get the revenge on the Eagles in Philly because it's early in the year. Yeah, 3-0. I think they beat the Colts week 4, and I think they beat the Niners on the short week. Baltimore, I know that's gonna be a tough one. They've played Baltimore so tough. They've been close to beating them the past couple of years, but I think that's the first L of the year there. And I think they win in Jacksonville and start off 6-1 going into that bye week. On week 8. I think they beat the Saints 7-1, and then I think that you know what? Until the Niners, change something, I think the Rams are going to beat them and sweep them for the second year in a row. And mainly, honestly, my main reason, not that the Niners aren't a good football team, they're just a banged up football team. They're injured and they look to be even more injured. So unless that changes, like I feel like a lot of 49ers fans are concerned about that. So any Kenny, if you're in the chat, please let me know. Like trash talk aside, are the Niners a team that could potentially kind of implode just because of the injuries? This is my kind of thoughts right now. I might be wrong, but that's okay. So 9-1, then 10-1. They beat Seattle. Tampa, that's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. I think the Rams beat Tampa. I do. Yeah. It's a 10-1. They beat Carolina 11-1. Arizona, I think the Cardinals have the potential to split with the Rams this year again. The Rams do play the Cardinals twice in the year, and I do think the Cardinals are an improved team. Mainly, I think that defense is gonna be the Cardinals' strength this year. So I'll give the Rams a loss in Arizona. So we're at I lost count there. Sorry, we're at 11-2 there. I think Rams take on the Lions at SoFi this year. I'm giving it to the Rams. And then Seattle, I think they sweep. I think they beat Atlanta, and then I think they beat the Cardinals week 18 if they need to. So 15-2 prediction. Am I wrong? Let me know. I have a lot of belief in this team, and I'm okay with that. Let's see. Okay, back to talking about Niners and Rams. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We just like to move around. We're a nomadic team, but we found a home in LA. Let's see. Okay, you guys are trash talking anything? That's cool. Let's see. You're thinking 11-6? Okay, that's fair. 12-win team. Okay. Very cool. Let's see. Word on the street in the men's restroom wall is a giant pic of the Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh, too funny. Oh man, you guys are loving the trash talk today. I love it. Okay. This team stops Saquon and they beat the Eagles, but if they don't, so that Poona Ford signing, we're gonna see how good of a signing that actually was in that week 3 game. Yep. Let's see. Okay, guys. Oh man. This scheduling is fair, but it all depends on who's hot at the right time. Yep. Totally agree, John. Yep, totally agree. Let's see. Byron Young needs more. Yeah, you know what? I feel like so many people were like, oh, trade Byron Young for Micah Parsons or for Trey Hendrickson, right? Whereas I kind of like keeping Byron Young. He's a good pass rusher. He's part of this, this elite, front for the Los Angeles Rams. And I think with the attention that Jared Verse is going to command, Byron Young has an opportunity to have a really productive season for the Rams. I'm really excited about it. Let's see. Okay. One thing I know about the Rams, they made a conscious decision to add Jimmy G to the roster after what happened in Vegas. Jimmy has been on the Rams twice now, and he seems quite content being the Rams' backup quarterback for probably the rest of his career. Let's see. Did you see Perna say he thinks the Rams will miss? I did see that. I did. I didn't like it. Brandon Perna, that's good sports. But, just a lot of people sleep on the Rams. That's what they do. I don't think people who don't care about the Rams, they do not have like the what's the word I'm looking for? The observation of like, this is the golden era of Rams football, right? Like, best coach in Rams history is Sean McVay. Stafford is arguably the best quarterback in Rams history, or on pace to be one, or to be the best. He's definitely has the most elite arm talent we've had in Rams history. Kyron Williams is gonna cement himself. He has the opportunity to join a rich running back legacy. This is a great time to be a Rams fan, right? If I think back to like suffering through the stinking 2009 season of the Rams, I don't want to go back to that, right? Or the Jeff Fisher era. No, I don't want that. This era of Rams football is such a treat, right? Every year we have expectations, and which are a huge blessing. I don't want to go into the year being like, oh, like maybe we make a playoff spot, or like, maybe we can win like 7 games this year. No. I'm very thankful that the Rams are, in a golden era, and I don't take it for granted. Yep. Well, Kenny, you're a star. Yeah. Honestly, so interesting. I saw a bunch of posts about this. The Rams looking at Anthony Richardson. I don't think so in the season right now. We'll see how it plays out. Will the Rams have an opportunity to draft a quarterback that they like next year? Will there be one available for free agent signing or something? I don't think it's out of the possibility, but I don't feel like the Rams are actively looking at adding Anthony Richardson, to their roster to develop. He's still a young quarterback. He's still very, very raw, and has a lot of talent. So who knows? Who knows? Let's see. So the winners cards, lose to the Ravens, Eagles, but I think go 12-5. Okay. Yeah. Well, Kenny, you can be a star, man. No worries. Wait, Peo, who replaces Roseboom as the star? I think that's Nate Landman. The Rams. I think it was the right move moving on from Roseboom, but Nate Landman signing from the Falcons he was with the Falcons last year. He signed as a free agent with the Rams this year. Looks to be the Rams starting, linebacker. Excited to see what he does. What was the issue last year? Rams run defense and getting consistent third down conversion. Yeah. And I definitely, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited to see what happens with it. Let's see. People never credit the Rams or care for them. It's been like that since. Yeah. Always shocked. Yeah. There's always the people that are like, oh, the Rams, like they're good now, right? Like, and let them do it. I don't care. It's it's fun being a Rams fan. There's no other team I'd rather cheer for. Honestly, like I'm so thankful that I chose them as a kid, and I've stuck with them ever since. And I'm excited to see what they do in the years to come. Believe defense takes a step forward against the run with Ford and Landman signings. Yep. Liked Holton Reader, but defense has evolved beyond their talent. Yep, that's a fair take, Rob. Yep. Let's see. He is right now, Willie. He definitely is. He has a lot of Rams franchise record at the tight end position. Yeah, absolutely. Fun fact: the Los Angeles Rams are the only NFC West team to win multiple Super Bowls post '93. Okay, yeah, that's a fun fact. Silly fun guy. I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. It's much easier. Oh, love it. Silly fun guy. Love your jokes, man. You're awesome. Let's see. I'm talking about so. You like Nico out of UCLA? Yeah, seen a little bit of him. Definitely, has potential. That's for sure. Stetson making the coaching. I don't know that. I think Stetson Bennett has developed into at least a journeyman quarterback. I don't think he gets an opportunity to be like a franchise quarterback or anything, but I think Stetson Bennett will be in the NFL for a while. Do you think Tutu breaks out? I guess it's how you define breakout. Do I think Tutu Atwell has like a 1,000-yard season? No, I don't. I think Tutu Atwell will have some games where he does really well. He has his role in this offense. The Rams wouldn't have re-signed him if they didn't. I like what Tutu brings to this Rams offense. He's definitely the one of the wrinkles that they have. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Tutu. Rams for life, horns up. Is Higbee not the greatest Rams tight end? I think so. I don't think that there's anyone else in the conversation just because he's been at the position for so long, right? And Ram fans run the world. Yeah, silly fun guy's a stud. Yep. Team needs a cornerback. I'm worried for the secondary. I feel like almost every NFL fan out there says that about their team, right? Even if they have a good secondary, right? They often say like, we need another corner, right? And the Rams, like I thought for sure they were going to draft a corner, and they didn't. They seem content with who they got, right? They seem content. Do you have a favorite CFL team? I do. I am a fan of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. I used to work for them for about a year and a half. I was just on like their guest service team, so I don't want people to think I was like I wasn't working on the football operations side of it. I just was. I helped people get into the stadium, find their seat, and then I watched the game as an usher in the stands, and I enjoyed that. I used to live in Hamilton, so yeah, the Hamilton Tiger Cats are proudly my CFL team. Yeah, oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, Kenny, how would you feel if the Rams won the Super Bowl in the Niners Stadium? That'd be interesting. Yeah, let's see. Larry Krueger predicts the Rams this week. Oh, did he? Okay, I didn't hear that. Interesting. You like the Rams secondary? Yeah, I'm excited. When you get your Tiger Cat right. So again, I like the Tiger Cats. I like the CFL for what it is. I love watching NFL football way more. It's not even a close contest. Especially like NFL scheme and defense, just it's on another level. The talent's on another level. I enjoyed my time with the Tiger Cats, and will always have a soft spot for them. But no, the Rams are my team. Ramiro said can't remember last time. It's been a while. Puka is gonna have a Super Bowl moment like Cup did. Yeah, it's in the book. I can see it. Peo, the Rams in 1970 was not good, my friend. My friend used to roast me. Hey, that was in the past. The dark days are behind. We're in the golden era. Well, everyone, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you on this Sunday afternoon. I do got to get ready. I got a fantasy football draft with my friends coming up. So I'll be live I'll take a couple more questions and comments, but then I am going to get ready for my my fantasy football league. But I hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I pray that y'all have a fantastic week. And we're almost there, everyone. We're almost at the start of the NFL season. I can't wait. I know you're all excited if you're in this chat. Are you UNC? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like University of North Carolina? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but no, I'm not. If that's what you mean. Oh, thanks, Rudy. Thanks, everyone. Yep. I hope you're all having a great day. whether you're a Rams fan or a fan of another team, Kenny, hope you all have a fantastic day. And we will talk to you in the next one. Yes. I'll have a couple of videos coming out this week. Probably the next one, though, will be the jersey reactions. And then the week before the season, I'm traveling, so won't have a lot coming out then. But then once season starts, I'll be pumping out Rams content. We're going to have a lot of fun. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woo!